Good evening and welcome to Teal Time Radio. And I am CT Jags and I'm waiting on Bo Knows and whoever else wants to call in and whatnot. The number is 1-855-403-9071. I do not work for the Jaguars. I am just a fan. This is based on, the community show. I've been doing this for over 2 years now. And many people know who I am and know that I'm a diehard Jags fan. And originally I was an Eagles fan, and Rich Kotite came along and destroyed my team. And you know what? I had my choice of either, I believe at that time it was the black with the Jaguars. The extra Jaguar on the helmet, or, the Carolina blue. And I went, I started watching the Jags, and, I never stopped. As soon as Brunell came in, forget about it. I was hooked. Now, the thing is, this is 2014. 2014. And there is just a new swagger in town. Matter of fact, Marcus Stroud, one of the main foundations of the D-line, him and John Henderson forever, got it done and everything, and just solidified the line and everything. And for him to say that there's a swagger on the defensive end, as far as the defensive, position and, the side of the ball, it just says a lot. It says a lot because we have not, since 2007, had like a winning season. I don't even believe we went 500. We might have went 500 in 2008, but I don't. It's a little foggy. I know in 2009, 10, 11, 12, and 13 we didn't. Now here it is, 2014. There is a new swagger in the air. The fans are feeling it. You can tell they're having, pool parties. Hey, look, Jaxson De'ville, did a belly flop. They love the scoreboards, the biggest scoreboards anywhere, period. So I guess Texas don't do everything bigger. And just everything, the whole atmosphere is just different. Just different, just not what you'd typically expect. And it's about time. That's what I got to say. It's about friggin' time. Because I'm tired of hearing all the moving crap, which was a bunch of crap. I don't know how else to say it. We were not going to go to London permanently because, like I've said forever, it's a sugar fix for those overseas. I can't see a team playing 16 games out there and they'll be excited. I just can't. Their sport is soccer, their version of football, in the World Cup and everything. But what Korn has done as far as, buying a soccer team and bringing them out to Jacksonville and then bringing Jacksonville out to England is phenomenal. He is, really doing the same thing that he did over in Gates, basically. He's rebuilding everything and just making profits. It's like the guy knows how to turn a profit. And he wouldn't be a billionaire if he did not. He just wouldn't. But, his story is remarkable, how he, came to the United States. And his actual shoes are, I think it was like sandals, burned, from the heat and all. And it just melted. And to do what he's doing now to build one of the largest, automotive as far as, parts, manufacturing plants and everything, and then to own a, National Football League team and to actually really commit to that team is just great. I think the people that he put in charge was a phenomenal job, such as Mark Lampkin. And I'm just very proud of this team right now. I think as an owner, he's extremely proud because he brought in, David Colwell, and David Colwell knows what he's doing. And the last draft, and, this draft, you can tell he really, has, a taste of what he wants done. And it's just amazing because for years, we had to deal with Gene Smith. And I don't even like to mention his name because he just didn't know what the heck he was doing. And then, you bring in Gus Bradley, and Gus Bradley, till this day, is just, so entertaining. He's so, full of life, and, the people buy what he's saying because he's genuine about it. He does what he needs to, and he gets through to people. And it's not easy to do. Some people out there is like, okay, yeah, it's easy, because the player is making money on the team to get them to listen. No, these are grown men. These aren't college kids. These are men with millions of dollars, and a lot of them don't like to listen, and he's making them listen. There's just something new in the atmosphere that is just bringing out the swagger. And if Marcus Stroud says the defensive line has swagger, you better believe him because he was with, the Jaguars for so many years, along with, Big John Henderson. They were, one of the best, tandems, period. But, I mean, it's not only that. I mean, everything about the Jags, or Jaguars 2014 is just fresh. It's new. It's renovating. Or, it's invigorating. It's, really speechless. Because who, as Jags fans, 5 years ago would have ever thought, okay, we're going to have a new owner, and now that we have a new owner, he's going to bring in actual swimming pools and get rid of some of the tarps and, the extra seating that was unnecessary to begin with because Jacksonville has, a bigger stadium than most because of the, the annual, football game. And, of course, the college fans don't like it, but that's too bad because he's the owner and it is what it is. So, not only that, he brought in, all right, we got swimming pools and cabanas. All right, then he not only changes the scoreboard, but we have the largest scoreboards, period, hands down, anywhere. Period. That is amazing. It's amazing how much came out of his pocket to make this happen. It's amazing what's going on in Jacksonville. With that said, I've been dogging, Henny, the whole, time that, for these last, 4 or 5 episodes that me and Bo have done. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed that during practice, he said, you know what? We're not good enough. And he really reamed into the guys because that shows tremendous leadership. I'm impressed that he would do that. I'm impressed, that he truly believes he is a starter, even though Bortles could, take the job at any point. And believe me, if Henny were to get injured, it's Bortles' job, period. But I'm not wishing an injury on anybody. Matter of fact, if Henny were to bring this team to the playoffs, hey, that's a great step. Hey, how about a record over 500? That would be a phenomenal step. Just to have a winning record again would be nice. And I'm not even talking about the the AFC, South title or championship. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just to have a winning record. It's been so long. And with these players that they brought in, some of them are, very, great veterans, and I think that was the right decision. Now, looking back, I wanted Clowney. I would have been all right with Mac, and, at some point I was like, okay, yeah, well, Mac may even be better than Clowney, okay? But Clemens and Bryant back there were the right decision, no doubt. They were the right decision because they've got experience. Now, what I'm hearing is Hood's not faring too well, and that really stinks because I'd love for him and, Mark to be in, stopping the run and everything, but it is what it is. But, Bryant and Clemens, I think they could be a monster tandem for, at least the next, 2 years. Maybe 3, but I don't know because age does, come into factor in the NFL big time. So, I mean, it's just crazy, though. It is crazy the fact that last year we had nothing there. Well, we did have Babin, which I really had high hopes for Babin. And we had Branch, which Branch did flash. But really, this is the right steps. And you've actually got decent pass rushers back there. And maybe a lot of speed, too. Because you got the guy, that could be played at a linebacker position in Taylor. And maybe he could, come in as, maybe that Leo position or, the outside linebacker, kind of like what Jordan would have been. Had we drafted Jordan, it probably would have been for that Leo position, but you never know. Jordan's really not, faring well anyway, so I'm kind of glad that we didn't draft Jordan. But honestly, if I have to be honest with myself, I still need to see Henny do it on the field as far as offensive-wise. I need to see Henny do it on the field to be confident that he is the man this year. Because Bortles, it seems like he's getting better. Seems like he's starting to catch on. Now, of course, he's making some mistakes. And then, some of the things that are looking mistakes are just phenomenal plays, like the Gratz, interception this past week. But altogether, Bortles looks like he could be the man of the future. And if he's not, well, then we need to draft another quarterback right away because I'm not sitting another 3-4 years and hoping and praying. And there's no reason to because, the whole bargaining, agreement and the rookie salaries are a lot less than they used to be, so they're not really hindering, teams and whatnot and really breaking the budget or breaking the bank. So, I mean, that's just I'm just excited. I'm just really excited. I have not been this excited over the Jags in a long time, and I was excited last year. I'm just excited because it's going in the right direction, and it's about time. It's about time we're on the right direction. It's about time we're on the right track, and it's about time we actually got players out there that can make plays. Now, the bad part is we might be starting both our rookie wide receivers, along with a rookie, well, not a rookie, But,